How you doing, everybody? This is another review from my iPhone, accompanied by the lovely World Eater. He doesn't talk much, as though he's an inanimate object. Before I wanted to get into the review of the Poughkeepsie Tapes, I wanted to give a little bit of site news, because this is the best place to do it. It's easy to talk, and a lot more people see it that way. So, starting September 1st, I want to start doing a best of the week. It's going to be a new tab or a new section in my website that's going to be listing some of the best news that I come across. It's not necessarily news. There's a lot of different categories I'm going to be adding. There's going to be like a funny section where it's all the pictures and the funny videos that I've seen in that week. There's going to be video game, movie, science, and tech news with video game and movie releases. There'll be reviews that if I do any within that week. There'll also be best Twitter posts. Probably. I might cut that out because it's really not needed. There are going to be different event things listed. Like if there's a big UFC fight the Saturday of that week, then I'll definitely add it. If there's news on a big TV show like Dexter that the website follows, well, I follow, we'll add it to that. I mean, Dexter would be a good one because it's watch it every Sunday. That would be, you know, my good little review of whatever. I haven't thought about this, but for 2 days. It was just something that I wanted to do to add the best of, so that it's easier for people to go to the website to get in and out, to get news and stuff that's neat. Because the best of the week that I'm going to be doing is a lot better, I would say, than regular posts. There's going to be a lot of stuff in the best of the week that I'm not going to be posting into the actual news tab. Because some of it might not pertain to what the website actually does. So, like, let's say the Mars rover Curiosity is going to be going on its first trip. It'll get to its destination, and let's say it takes pictures of what it sees. I'll post that. I will definitely post those pictures. It's going to happen, so I'm going to put it there. A lot of science and tech stuff and biology and anatomy and nature and all kinds of different stuff will be posted in the best of the week if it's something that I deem is appropriate. There's also going to be a cool little section called WTF News. There's a website called Dream and Demon that I like to visit because of the atrocious and extremely hilariously weird some of these news articles are that are actually true, that just shows how stupid people are, or how cruel they are. But that will be a different section, and I'll add a lot of other stuff to it. I'll also add like the best videos of the week if releases or trailer releases for movies and games, and gameplay and stuff. But there's a lot of other things. If you think there's anything that should be added to the best of the week column, tell me. Comment on the video below. I know there's not a lot I can add. I don't want to overload that area, like for each post. But I do welcome all of the comments and suggestions and ideas. There's no wrong answers. But I do have about 10 subsections underneath each week that I would like to touch on. And they're going to be variables. Because, you know, I might be busy and might not get to watch everything or post everything. Or there might be a subsection like tech news that there's nothing that was really worth talking about that week. Nothing really released, or, you know, nothing happened. But I will try to do this starting the first week of September. So, yeah. Alright, on to my review of the Poughkeepsie Tapes. The movie is weird. I know that's very vague, but if you don't know the plot, Poughkeepsie is a town which the movie says is housing a serial killer. Now, the serial killer is one of the most prominent and deadly serial killers known, because the movie's fake. But it is filmed in a documentary-style way, which makes you kind of believe that it's true. It's taking on that Blair Witch kind of genre. The movie is a found footage film, and it's a very neat idea. It's very creepy. It makes you unnerved and very uncomfortable to watch. The movie is gruesome. Not really gruesome. It just shows mature themes, I would say. The whole thing is this serial killer has recorded his own abductions, tortures, and murders of a lot of people. And he videotapes these, and he has a collection of over 800 VHSs that he leaves in a house so that the police can find them. He's so damn good, he had to record himself doing all this stuff, and then leave it, and give it to the police. Yeah, I didn't really enunciate that very well. But the movie is, it's very interesting. It keeps you entertained, and it keeps you watching. It's not really boring, because you're waiting what will happen next. It makes it very believable, but it is a fake story. The Poughkeepsie Tapes are not real. They were based on real events. It's kind of like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ed Gein was a real guy, and he fucked people's world up. I mean, he would put on people's faces, and he would wear nipple belts and make lampshades out of, butts, or I don't know what he did. But they put that on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So there were actual people that inspired the Water Street Butcher. That's what his name is in the movie. It's a one-time watch, though. I'm giving the Poughkeepsie Tapes, I would say, I'm being generous, a 3 out of 5. I want to give it a 2 out of 5 because the found footage genre is a headache. I think the best one that is the easiest to watch are the Paranormal Activities, just because they're not hard to watch. The Poughkeepsie Tapes, I mean, just imagine doing something so taxing, I mean, moving your arms and legs and running and doing everything to kidnap somebody, and then to torture them and kill them, and then you have a camera in your hand at the same time. You have a little handy cam when you have an axe or a knife in the other. It's just an odd idea. But there's a lot of shaky movements. I mean, it would give you some eye pain and a headache. But the movie delivers. If you want something to be shocking and leave you something to be creeped out about, it's a very good movie. There's not much acting. It's more of a movie about the action. It's not about the people in it. It's supposed to give you something. Alright, so I'm hitting the 9-minute mark on this video, so I'm going to cut a little bit short. Thank you for watching, and I do recommend the Poughkeepsie Tapes, although it is impossible to get this movie without renting it or downloading it from Blockbuster.com and Netflix. As of now, there is no DVD of the Poughkeepsie Tapes, or Blu-ray for you fancy people. So it's kind of hard to get. It's definitely not the most easily reached movie, but if you're into the horror movie and it's not a slasher film, but psychological serial killer movies, the Poughkeepsie Tapes would fit right into Dahmer and the Plainsfield Butcher, I think. Is that what Ed Gein's nickname was? The Plainsfield Ghost? I think that was it. Well, anyway, I do recommend this movie, but I give it a 2 out of 5. I mean, there's not much there. It's a straightforward this is the killer, this is what he does, you know. But thank you for watching, and remember to catch all video game and movie news on thepausemenu.weebly.com. There you can get all kinds of information on the newest games, the newest movies. You got trailers, screenshots. You have articles about science and technology. You got all kinds of wallpapers to choose from. I have, I think, like 300 wallpapers free to download, and they're actually really cool. Like, they're the personal ones that I use. Yeah, and check out my Twitter at the Pause Menu, and you can add me on Facebook if you want to. So thank you guys for watching, and this is another installment of movie reviews on my iPhone.